All right, so in this video, we're starting off a little different. Real quick, if you don't mind giving this video a thumbs up or subscribe for future content if you're new to the channel and enjoy content on 4Runner builds, Mustangs, and other stuff that will come to the channel. So go ahead and subscribe. Now, getting into this video. Last video, I talked about hidden gems, kind of things that people might not know about with their 4Runners, in particular to the 96 to 02. Today, I wanted to talk about stuff that might make life a little, simpler for you in the 4Runner world, whether it's updating technology and something that's kind of over 20 years old at this point, or just adding stuff that makes everyday life a little easier. A couple of videos ago, I bought this scan tool gauge. I talked about it, kind of, you can't really see, he's kind of flashing there, but I kind of talked about how easy it makes kind of stuff on the fly. If there's, check engine light, this thing will read it right away, kind of let you know your gas mileage, which is really cool to actually see how much I'm really getting. I've been averaging near 16, but I do more highway driving, so that's probably why. I would say, honestly, this thing probably gets about maybe 13 if you were to just average in the city and highway miles per gallon. But something that I wanted to talk about. So I just ordered this last week. This came a couple days, as Amazon delivers much faster. I didn't know this came with a suction mount. I've had, the suction mount on the Mustang before for the actual tuner device through SET, the X4. During the cold winter climates, it seems to get brittled. Maybe it was just a shitty suction cup. But Spiker Engineer, they do a lot of stuff for the 3rd Gen 4Runners, such as the hood struts and other various parts. They actually developed this mount in particular for the scan gauge. So they have a different couple scan gauges. This is the scan gauge 3. So they have, over time, I guess when a new one is released, they go ahead and make their own mount. So I'm actually debating whether if I want to just, basically all you do is unscrew this, and then you mount this, and then there's a screw, boom, and then it hangs off that instead of this. So stuff like that, you get your little cool sticker, directions and stuff, but stuff like that makes life easier. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about in this video. Go over a couple things that I've gotten that have made this vehicle a little better than when I had it at a factory level. So this right here, I know some people don't care, some people like a cleaner look. This is one of the very, very first mods that I had. If I could put it in a different place, kind of like tucked in there, but as you can see, it's bolted there. So at this point, it's been there since I've owned the vehicle, so I'm not really worried about it. My knee doesn't bump into it or anything. That was my biggest worry. But this is the LED cluster gauge overlay. So they do have a white face overlay as well. I think I guess more the taco look, this color blends in better, flows with the interior better. As you can see, it's kind of like a mid, it's a gray basically. It's not like a tan or something. If it was tan, I would have probably got the white face. But this makes it brighter at night, so you can see it's better than the factory bulbs. I know some people just take out the factory bulbs, put LEDs in. I thought this was actually just better because you get the face overlay gauge, and I think it looks better than almost, I guess it's like a carbon fiber look almost, the factory one. I don't even remember. But basically right here, as you can see, you can still use this dome light that kind of like brightens, but this is where, the magic happens. So you can either do blue or green. I always keep it on blue. You have your little knob right here to turn, down, max. I always keep it on max. I like the blue over the green. The blue is brighter. If I had to choose, it'd be green, but the blue is definitely brighter. So you have a nice overlay gauge, and it's much brighter, helps you see better at night. We went over the scan gauge already. So you can get this off TEQ Customs. A lot of people always ask where you got it from. TEQcustoms.com. They have a ton of them. They're always in stock, and I believe they're out of North Carolina. So another thing that I've talked about before is this wolf box camera mirror. So as you can see, it has the rear where the you can see back there, there's a camera. It does not get in the way for me whatsoever. I have not bumped my head, knock on wood. But there you go. So you can see behind you, it helps merging with traffic. I always look out, so I keep it on this side because I just feel like, I'm looking behind me more than forward, in a sense of like when I'm changing lanes in traffic, if that makes sense. So it kind of lets me know, my blind spot, it definitely helps out. this records the front where the camera part is right there. You can see my hand, gives you the time, the date. It's Sunday, March 3rd. No, wait, I think that's wrong. We'll have to fix the date. So, but it also kind of has like a GPS mount right here. As you can see, everything's tied in, clean as possible, in my opinion. And this gives you your speed as well. So, you know, if you're not looking down, paying attention, and sometimes if I'm going somewhere, my GPS on the Apple CarPlay will tell me, you know, 70 miles an hour, 65. This will kind of just let me know as well as a reminder. So hopefully I don't get a speeding ticket, but getting a speeding ticket and this thing, come on. Cops probably look at this and they're like, you know, he's in a hurry, he's trying. So, yeah, the Wolfbox Alpha, it's just basically, it goes over this. So going into parking mode basically means if you turn it off, you can actually set it to when the vehicle's off. Has a sensitivity mode where it records in the front or back. If, you know, somebody bumps into the vehicle, it will turn on and start recording right away, which is nice. If you're parked somewhere at a venue or something like that, or, you know, grocery, somebody bumps in your vehicle, the front or rear, unfortunately the side, it doesn't record, but hopefully you get their license plate or something. So it is a regular mirror, just attaches to the Gentex mirror that I replaced it with before getting this. So simple turn off, on, SD card, boom. Takes photos as well if you need to do that. So something that makes life a lot easier. As you can see, you can retain your sunglass holder, which is a big deal in these, I know. But so I'm not a person that, like, see how this basically is just was mounted for the radio for the Apple CarPlay. It doesn't have the Bluetooth Apple CarPlay, but you can still utilize Bluetooth. Some people have these aux beam mounts, like right here, all in the way. I like a cleaner look. That's just me. If you don't care, you know, whatever. That's your vehicle, not mine. They make a mount for this to where you can basically insert this aux beam controller into this, and it replaces a sunglass holder, the factory one, and you can still retain or holding your sunglasses. And if you don't believe me, you have like this little velvet thing right there, so it doesn't scratch the lens of your sunglasses. So you can still do that, and this is where I can control backing up. When it's dark at night, I can't really see backing up sometimes because the rear window is tinted, and so you just pop this button on. And then I also have this one, and then these are for the ditch lights right there and right there, which are actually aux beam as well, very bright. Then the interior lights, if I need them for the back, the cargo area, which I can actually turn on from the rear of the vehicle as well. We'll head there next, but you can utilize this and make it look clean to where it's not a messy look. That's one of the biggest things that I look for before modding something in the interior or something is, how's it gonna look? Is it gonna look clean? So you can get that off Auxbeam's website, Amazon even. So coming back here, I believe it's B3 Customs. Basically, this was mounted before I had this. This just turns the power on. Then you can use it if you're overlanding or whatever. It makes life a little simpler, easier. You can see how it has the red lights. These just stick on with I think what adhesive or whatever. So if you don't want to blind people, you can do red, or you can do the white LED traditional. It's definitely bright at night, so it definitely helps out. And then you just kill the power there. But you could have it on as a basically at a function if the vehicle's off, so that also helps. That's what I wanted. So you have that. That's just something that makes life a lot easier. As I said, this is just primarily what this video is. Coming to the middle of the vehicle, the car is messy, but so I use this primarily to charge my headphones. This is through Snowbound Customs. The little charger is through Amazon. He does have a link in his YouTube videos, and I believe on the website as well. So Snowbound Customs for this bracket. I don't smoke. I don't let people smoke in my car. So, I wanted to have a function back here. So if I ever have passengers, they can basically charge their iPhone or Samsung. It has both outlets you can utilize, and it charges it very fast. It said, or the owner of Snowbound said, charges your phone to 80% in 30 minutes, which is, not hard to believe. I've tested it out, actually pretty spot on. So I thought that, you know, with just something cool to add, doesn't cost a lot of money. It's about $50 for everything, maybe 50, 60, I don't know. I think I popped the hood to the trunk. Yep, or not trunk. I popped the latch to the hood. So if you're ever overlanding or something, that kind of just makes it easier. And as we come through to back here, so as you guys know, I do have the lighting under the hood, but I'm not going to mess with that to turn that on. But the switch is mounted right here. So Spiker Engineering, the first part of this video, that little mount for the scan gauge, same company. As you can see, their little sticker, there you go. And it makes it easier because you're not utilizing the hood prop anymore. I'm never going to remove that. Probably just keep it there for emergency, I guess. I don't know. Just no point. But it allows you, so coming from the Mustang world, even in the 5th gens did not, as far as I know, at least the 4th, no, I mean not the 5th gen, talking 4Runner and Mustang. So the S550 still utilizes the hood prop. So that makes it a lot easier when you install these aftermarket to work on your vehicle, and it extends the hood up as well. So if you have a shop or something working on it, it makes it that much easier for the person that's working on it. That's what you want. Plus, it's a much cleaner look, let's be honest. So Spiker Engineering, you can get these off their website or SRQ Fabrications. So these are just ideas, you know, budget friendly. The most is probably the aux beam controller, which is about $250 to make life that much easier. You know, even if it's a daily driver, helps you see a little better. You know, scan gauge tool, you don't have to go out of your way to go to AutoZone or something. You don't have to go get your own tool. You have it right here. Boom, reads it right away. This, you know, merging on traffic, but also records if anything happens to your vehicle. You have the front and rear video feed of it, pictures, whatever you need. Charging your vehicle with that cigarette lighter port for the back makes it a little easier for you know, friends, family, whatever, taking long trips. And also this in the cargo space makes it easier. You know, let's be honest, if you don't want to replace these bulbs with the LEDs, it's just going to make it that much better. Plus, it looks pretty cool, I guess. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Hopefully this kind of just gives you ideas. Real quick, I'll go over, you know, you can get this off Amazon, the scan gauge. You can get this off 4R Customs, aux beam, their website. Amazon sells it. Just type in your vehicle. Then TEQ Customs, then the mount, and then the hood struts are off SRQ Fabrications or Spiker Engineering. And I think this is B3 Customs, but you can also get this whole setup off SRQ Fabrications as well. So if you're new to the 9602 3rd generation 4Runner platform and looking for good websites, vendors or whatever to order parts off, there you go. SRQ Fabrications, 4R Customs are two great sites. You can order a lot of stuff off that I have ordered from as well. So, and someone asked me, the seat covers. The seat covers are a little, I need to clean them up, but Rough Country, they are from Toyota Tacoma. So I got these off roughcountry.com. They are for the newest Toyota Tacoma, so I believe like 2015 and up to the current model. I saw somebody on a different page add them to their 3rd gen. Obviously, they're not going to fit 100%. I'd say at least 85% they fit. But over time, you break them in, they kind of just, you know, pair to the seat. I like the black look better than the Carhartt ones I had, and they protect the seats very well. So no problems there. And plus, they kind of just flow naturally with the vehicle. So there you go. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. I'm going to get out of here. I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one.